What was the stupidest rule at your school? We weren't allowed to wear jackets inside the school. They claimed it was because of gang activity, but we all knew it was just an excuse. One day, I accidentally left my jacket on in class. The teacher immediately ordered me to take it off. I refused, saying it was cold. She threatened to send me to the principal's office. I still refused. Then she called the principal to the classroom. He asked me to step outside. I knew I was in trouble, but I was determined to fight this ridiculous rule. The principal asked me to remove my jacket. I refused. He then told me to go to his office. I said, "No, I'm going back to class." He was shocked. He said, "If you go back to class, you'll be suspended." I replied, "Fine, suspend me." I walked back into the classroom. The principal followed me. He told me to leave the classroom. I refused. He then said, "If you don't leave the classroom, I'll call the police." I said, "Go ahead, call the police." The principal left the classroom. I stayed in my seat. About 15 minutes later, the police arrived. The officer asked me to step outside. I refused. He then said, "If you don't come with me, I'll have to arrest you." I said, "Fine, arrest me." The officer handcuffed me and took me to the police station. I was charged with trespassing. My parents were called to pick me up. The next day, the principal called my parents and said I was no longer suspended. He also apologized about what happened and said the school would no longer enforce the no jacket rule.